This is Alexei Rustanov Billionaire, Ruthless Rustanov's Book 1. Written by Theodora Taylor. Narrated by Clementine Dove.
Prologue. Alexei Rustanov hailed from a land where one could spot ex, current, and future supermodels walking down the same busy Moscow streets. But in his opinion, the most beautiful woman he had ever seen was currently sitting on the mattress they called their bed in his dumpy efficiency apartment. When he came out of the bathroom that morning, he found her in nothing but the bikini bottoms from her yellow polka-dot swimsuit, leaning into the nearby fan's direct path, blissfully receiving its lackluster breeze on day 6 of one of the hottest heat waves on record in Dallas history. He ran a hand over the dark beard he'd been considering cutting if the heat wave didn't break soon, and let his eyes roam over his girlfriend in quiet appreciation. Her ebony skin glistened with damp heat, and her thick, natural hair lay in 2 haphazard, chunky French braids that barely reached below her ears. It wasn't the most glamorous look, but he still felt himself go instantly hard, envisioning taking each of her breasts, beaded with sweat, into his mouth and lavishing them with the attention they deserved. Though they'd been living together for almost 3 months, he could barely believe she belonged to him, that this beautiful and kind woman had chosen him despite the shabbiness of his un-air-conditioned apartment and the 2-digit state of his bank account. She made him feel like the luckiest guy in the world. As if sensing his gaze on her, her own eyes popped open and she unleashed that gorgeous smile of hers, the one that always stopped his heart. "Hey, baby," she said, her Texas accent lively as always despite the heat. "I didn't hear you come out of the bathroom. You know, for such a big guy, you move like a cat." "I will replace your female-sounding cat with panther and agree," he said, moving his 6'6" frame to stand closer to the edge of the bed. He wanted badly to join her in front of the fan, but he still had to get in his daily workout and another shower after that before his security guard shift at the School of Social Work began. However, she made it hard for him to stay focused on his plans for the day when she looked up at him with a sexy grin and asked, "Are all you Russians trained to move like panthers?" That gave him a moment of pause. Having grown up in the scion of the Rustanov crime family, there were indeed talents he had that many other Russians did not. He could shoot several different kinds of guns, from the simple-to-shoot but easy-to-hide Walther PPK to the much more complicated Uzi. Thanks to the tutelage of his father and...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?